since Exit 8's surprising success, a whole genre of Exit 8-likes has sprung to life in Japan. It's hardly surprising. It's not a terribly hard genre for a single creator or small team to make a game in. They're very easy to play. And people love playing Spot the Difference and collecting all the anomalies, if you will, like spooky Pokemon. Numerous games in this genre have popped up over the last few months, and this week we're going to take a look at the first one I've seen in this particular pixel style, called Office 10. This game is free to play and available right now, but be warned that it only has Japanese as of making this video. However, that shouldn't really be much of a problem because it is, at heart, an Exit 8-like, so there's not much text you're working with. A few of the anomalies do use text, yes, but we'll get to that a little later. So the point of this game is very simple, and if you've ever played Exit 8 or any of the many similar games that have come out since then, you already know what to do. It's a walking simulator set in an office building. Work is winding down for the day and you're on the 10th floor. To go home, you have to make your way down to the bottom floor. But of course, as you make your way through each floor, something might be different. The 10th floor, where you start, will never have an anomaly. This is where you learn the general layout of the game. It serves as the basis you must remember each time you move through it. Does something suddenly look different compared to that 10th floor? Then you best head back where you came from. Nothing looks odd or different? It's exactly the same? Then you're all good and you can continue on your way. And yes, that's it. Do that 10 times and you finish the game. Easy, right? Well, not so much. I will admit that I actually got out of the office building door fairly quickly on my first try. The creator mentions on the game page that it might take you around 30 minutes to clear the first time you play it, but I perhaps got very lucky and cleared it in only around 7 minutes. But the anomalies are RNG, so whether you get a string of easy ones or really hard ones will likely change how long it takes you. So, you start on the 10th floor, which has 2 other office workers walking up and down the hall. At the end you can find a trolley, a plant and a door. This next room is the largest in the game, the actual office, and in there you'll find 2 people still working. Lots of computers, a coffee area, photocopier, boxes, calendar, notice board, locked door, etc. Many of these things can have anomalies or look different to the last time you went through, so you have to pay close attention and check everything as well. This can be easily done by just pressing enter. Is the date on the calendar still the same? All good. The coffee isn't missing. Sweet. Then in the next room, you'll find another hallway with a woman standing in it, another trolley with some boxes, a plant, and a poster. Don't neglect the poster. Sometimes it might have something terrifying to notify you of. And this is the final room, so if you haven't noticed anything different in any of these 3 rooms, then you can proceed. But if you spot even one thing wrong or different, then you have to go all the way back to that first room and enter the initial door you started from instead. That's it. Some of the anomalies you come across will be quite obvious. For example, one time I started on a floor and a giant face was covering the screen. Kind of hard not to notice that one. Another time, I talked to a person and suddenly the entire office started collapsing around us. Very hard to miss that one. But others are more subtle. For example, if you don't check the posters or calendars, you might have missed that the text changed. If you're not paying attention to the computer screens or the level of coffee in the cups, you might miss that those are different too. Thankfully, the game gives you an anomaly list when you first complete it, and it reveals there are 40 in total. Some of these are unique to the endings. Others you'll only find after playing through it again and again. It's not a terribly long game, as I said, so it's easy and quite fun to keep going through the floors trying to collect all the anomalies for your percentage list. But according to the README that comes with the game, the anomalies aren't just limited to what you can see on the game map. If you find you're unable to open your menu, for example, well, that's an anomaly, and you should head back right away. In all, the game creator suggests it'll take you about an hour to find every single anomaly. It's not really a long game, and I'm a massive fan of the pixel art style. Plus, you're not just walking constantly through the one same hall. There are 3 different rooms, so that adds a little bit of variety as well. So, it's not a massive investment of time, and overall, it's pretty darn fun. A few of the anomalies even actually scared me, so it has that scary yet fun factor going for it too. Nothing like a good jump scare to liven up checking every single coffee cup and poster in the office, huh? So, would I recommend this game? Absolutely. It's free. It'll cost you maybe 30 to 60 minutes of your time. And if you like these types of games to begin with, this is definitely one of the better ones. There are worse ways you could spend an hour of your time. I've actually seen quite a few of these games come out in recent weeks, so I'll likely be looking at some more of them in the future. But for now, I do recommend this one. Check the description for the link if you want to play it for yourself. And if you do, let me know what you thought of it as well in the comments below. But until then, be wary of what lurks in the corners of that seemingly normal office, and I'll see you again next time.